Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh, no.
She had something to say. She was on a podcast recently. I think it was within the last week. And she said that she'd support her daughter having a relationship like her and Will Smith's if it helps Willow become the woman I'm becoming.
Nope.
Would either of you, we'll start with Novocaine, before we get any deeper in this article. Most people are familiar with the type of relationship her and Will have, right?
What type of relationship is
that?
Is it positive or negative so far from what the public knows?
Hold on real quick, though. Novocaine, do you know who Jada Pinkett is?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
I think... I don't even know what kind of relationship they have, to be honest. Like, they're not together, but then they're together, and then he embarrassed her, she embarrassed him. So if that's what she want her daughter to do, then, like,
I mean, she's 3 or 4.
I mean, they've been married since 97, so do you think she's trying to say being married as long as that, or being as controversial as it's been the last 10, 15 years?
Take it away, Novocaine.
I mean, do you think it's a good relationship or a bad one?
I think they have a bad relationship. From what you hear. From what I see, from what they do,
right.
all the time.
See it.
From what I see, they have a very negative relationship. So I don't know. At this point, I feel like they're just dragging what they can out of it because of the status of them being together since the 90s or whatever the case is. But I don't know what she want her daughter to gain from this type of situation.
I mean, what do the article really get into, Ramin?
Well, what she's trying to say... Right here, I'll show the quote, what she's saying. She says, when you can go through all the shit that we've went through and still figure it out, when you can have somebody in your life that's willing to love you through the heartache, through the shadow, through the rain, through whatever the fuck ever. So she's saying, look, get into a relationship where you could possibly go through 100 headaches over 20, 30 years and still get through it because their connection is so strong, I think is what she's implying, that they stay together. Some people disagree. Some people think it's because Will Smith's a simp, and that's why they're still together. Some people think there's some shit that she has on him, and maybe that's why. I don't know. It's a lot of allegations.
I thought they were
a lot of allegations.
I thought they were divorced, and they're
not divorced.
Just
it seems like every month it changes. The story changes every month.
Like, I thought they've been not together for like 10 years, and they're just telling people
allegedly,
you know what they got going on.
Let Cash Money Dream Podcast, man. We in the building. What's good? Listen, man. Will Smith is a simp, and this is a man that a lot of people respected. The problem is I support anybody who's married, right? If you're married, you're doing it a decade, 2 decades, I respect it. But when your wife out here fucking a gay R&B singer, right? That's the highest of disrespectful. Now, is there a man out here who's married to a woman? You fucking simps. That wife cheats on them, you fucking simp, and their wife go around behind their back sucking a man's, you know what? You fucking simp. There's a lot of men out here who simp. And the problem is they don't know the value of themselves, and they're insecure. Will Smith is an insecure man. He's a talented actor, but acting is behind the camera. We behind the camera. We on camera right now. Is this really us? We don't know. People don't know. We show who we are. I'm real. You're real. But people can be in the comments and say, that's not real, right? That's y'all not who you say you are. But they don't know. Will Smith is an actor. Outside of that, everything else is fucking chaos. His wife is chaos. Fuck no. His child should never be like his mother.
Denied.
And the reason why is because you're setting her up for failure. She's going to hide. I mean, I don't know what her sexuality is. She look like she like boys or women. I don't know. It's none of my business. But the point of it is if she's talking about 20 years, no. Who wants to be married to someone like that? A woman who's a narcissist.
They're almost at 30.
I mean, a woman who's a narcissist. The problem is it doesn't matter no more. She had 20 years to control Will Smith. It's over. Will can leave her today and get with another woman, and he still won't be respected because what we seen him do to the smack, what we seen him, how he operated with the book. The dude sat at a table across his wife, cheering her on while she disrespected him into a fucking book called, what's it called? Worthy. So as a man, I speak for all men. And I listen, this is not a shot to black women. It's not a shot to women because I love women. Women are, without you, we wouldn't be here. Without you, this podcast wouldn't be here, period. But you have to understand, you have to respect your king. especially if he makes $100 million. This dude's making $300-400 million, and she's in his shadow disrespecting him. I truly believe Jada Pinkett want to be Will Smith. She's mad she didn't get that spot.
She wants Willow to be like her.
She wants, she wants that spot. She's a queen, but she's not a goddess. All you women want to be queens, but are you goddess? She's not a goddess, and the reason why she ain't a goddess because she is not protecting the throne. She's destroying her kingdom. Nobody's going to respect Will Smith. Niggas don't respect. Listen, we respect him on his money. We respect him on his hustle, but we don't respect him when it comes to his family. And hell no, his daughter should never want to be like Jada. Never. Why would you want to be a woman who sit around sleeping with gay guys, who hides their own image, right? Here's an R&B singer who don't even show himself, right? Talking about he was insecure.
I think it's bigger than August.
I don't think so. I think August, she took advantage of a man who was going through something, and that's evil. She's a predator. Jada Pinkett, I'm gonna say it, nobody ever say this shit. Nobody's saying this shit. We'd be the first ones on YouTube. She is a predator. You don't go after a guy who's stuck within his own stuff. I don't know this guy, the R&B singer. What's his name?
August Alsina.
Okay. You know who he is. Mm-hmm. Does he make good music?
I mean, shit, he did. He had like 4 bops.
Okay, but his music was talking about women, correct?
Yeah.
Well, it's R&B.
Sexual. Yeah.
I don't care.
You know?
So if you were gay,
that's what it's about.
If you're gay and you talk about music about women, you're a fraud. So in reality, his music was really talking about guys, but you guys thought it was women. Because to me, the ultimate betrayal of a man is fucking a man who's gay, just like a woman. How many women out here in Atlanta that I hear about that are married to a man and has 2 to 3 kids, and their husband is banging a man? This is disgusting.
It's not just Atlanta.
I mean, it's everywhere.
Hello, your computer has virus.
But it's still 3-4%, right?
Well, she also had something going on with Mark Anthony too when they were acting in that one TV show. So it's not just one guy. Who knows how many guys it's been?
Listen, women, if you're married, you have a service to your husband and your family. Fuck your actions. Fuck your feelings. The number one thing you can do is protect your family. Your goal, once you have a child, is to protect your children. To protect your legacy, your family. Fuck your car, fuck your money, fuck your career. What is wrong with people? The highest level to a woman's success for you to live 80 to 90 years is protecting your family. Period. There's a woman on TikTok. I don't know who she is. You guys in the comment will know this. She cooks. She does everything on TikTok for her husband. She plans everything out from scratch. She makes cereal from scratch. Okay? And you women in here calling her a pick-me, y'all disrespecting her, say, I would never do that for a man. That's why
calling her a pick-me. I would do that for my husband.
But that's why you women are happy. Most of you women are miserable. Y'all don't have a husband. Y'all have no protection. And if y'all keep following women like Jada, it doesn't matter how much fucking money you have. You're going to be fucking miserable. Period. It's okay to be in your husband's shadow. That's the point. To be protected. Well, what did they say in 300? What was the quote? I mean, when the guys shot the arrows and the arrows were coming, he said, we are hiding the what? Shades.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying to you is this. Jada, listen, I'm not a Jada hater. I think she's a talented black woman when it comes to acting. Listen to me. She's a talented actress when it comes to making movies. But the way she goes around and disrespect her legacy, for black people, we used to believe, I mean, come on, man. We used to look at Will Smith and Jada like they was perfect. They lied to us. They played us. They played us.
Well, just to close out.
They was just giving us regular black people shit.
I mean,
they didn't play us.
Not all black people operate like this.
This
is a saying, man.
Hollywood drama.
Not all black people operate like this. We need to get past this.
Shit.
Listen, we need to get past this idea that black people operate like this. We need to change the narrative.
Sometimes we do ghetto shit. When he walked up there and slapped with Chris Rock, that was some ghetto shit. Like
what she's trying to say.
But you like that though. Hold on, Will Smith, you like that? Tell the truth. When Will smacked him, did you like it?
Feel I feel like it wasn't the setting.
Did you feel bad for black culture?
I mean, I was embarrassed. No, I definitely was embarrassed because I feel like it wasn't the time and the place for you to act like that, very simpish like that. But I would want my man to defend me if somebody came across me like that for sure.
We don't defend Jada. But the difference between this is if I have a goddess or a queen, and I'll look in the camera, if I have a goddess and a queen and a man's disrespecting my woman, I'm gonna approach the man. I don't care. I'm in the Grammys. I don't care if this the Oscars.
Really?
I don't care if I'm the president of the United States and I'm being sworn in. If somebody disrespect, coming over, pop, knock me. Look, my AP coming off. I'm knocking these niggas out. I'm just
Stop
saying.
it.
Listen, but it doesn't look right when you're defending a woman who's cheating on you with a cake.
He belongs to the streets.
Well, she says
what-
this. She's saying as much as Will and I have tried to get away from each other, it's not happening.
Of course not. 20 years.
What we realize is that it is that intimate relationship that makes you have to face yourself in ways that no other relationship does. She also continues to say that's one of the beauties of marriage. It doesn't mean that it's going to ever be the thing you thought.
I agree with that.
Fairy tale that I was killing myself for. My relationship will never be that.
I agree with that.
So she's just trying to say, when you have this close of a relationship that they do, this is normal. This is stuff that comes with it, and it is what it is. And if my daughter goes through that, she's all for it. She's not taking any blame for the stuff happening or putting blame on him. She's just saying, this is supposed to be how it goes.
I'm just confused. That's not how it's supposed to be, how it's
Right.
supposed to go. So I'm just confused on how she would want her daughter to want to have to go through all that. You don't have to go through.
I mean, you
all
got
these
daughters.
different
Listen,
struggles
you got
with a
daughters,
man.
right? You got
Yeah.
girls. So speak for her. You a woman. You a black woman.
Exactly, and
not
I
only
wouldn't
that,
want them to go through all these struggles with a man and all this other shit and
So
figuring
for-
out where they want to be in their relationship.
for
to
a young
feel
girl though, for
empowered.
your young, so you're successful. You're a multimillionaire. Your husband is doing well. Let's just change the situation. You're not Jada. What would you want for your daughters? Because her daughter's already rich. She's successful. She's doing modeling or whatever she did. She dropped the record 10 years ago.
I would want you to go find your path on your own shit, on whatever it is that you want to do. We don't want our children to grow up to be like us. We want them to be better than us.
I agree.
So there's no reason for her to even be trying to order the steps of her to follow hers when she's supposed to be molding her to create her own.
So before we leave this subject, do you agree with Jada?
No,
Okay.
I wouldn't want my kids to be like me.
So you don't want your child to be a 304.
Negative.
All right. And that's not saying you
Belongs to the streets.
not saying you a 304, but Jada.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You don't want your child, and even if a woman was a 304, she would.
Still shouldn't
These
want her
women,
kids to be like
these
her.
women are setting their children up, especially their daughters, to be OnlyFans or Thoughts or Hot Girl Summers. It's dangerous.
You know what it is? She's what you said. She's a narcissist. The reason why everybody else views her as a negative and saying, I would not want my daughter to be like her, because they see all the flaws she has. She doesn't believe she has any flaws because she's a narcissist. So that's why
Money
she made
does
that
that.
statement.
That's what I'm saying. If outside of her and Will, like drama, her as a woman, her
Money
as an
does that.
entrepreneur, her
yeah,
as an
money
actress.
does that. Money does that.
Yeah, you like.
She's
that's
cocky.
Cool
She
footsteps to
knows.
step in,
She
but
knows.
You are fake news.
Say what you're saying.
I'm saying like the other side of Jada, like we only talking about like the her and Will shit that they
Right.
got going on. Outside of that, she's a strong woman.
She's
so
a strong
yeah,
woman.
you would like want your children to lead to that, but I don't know about the
The fact
relationship.
that all this negative stuff goes public about him, imagine the things that happen that don't go public, that you don't know about.
I'm
it's
telling
probably
you,
worse.
exactly. So the book we see that's already open. Who wants to keep digging and reading it more? Is this horrible? I think when you're in America as Black people and we're coming through a struggle still today, right? We have came a lot from Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Rosa Parks, or anybody. Barack Obama. We still fighting for certain things. We're number one in the world for entertainment. Fashion, sports, we're number one, right? Music, number one. Go look at the charts. The number one artist is Black. Afro beats is taking over. That's the future. Shout out to everybody in Africa. You know what I'm saying? You guys are killing it. The music is unbelievable. Like shit. What the fuck y'all doing, man? Where the
don't even
fuck
know how
y'all
to
been?
dance, but that's
Y'all
funny.
saving. Y'all bringing. Listen, real quick. Let's get out. Let's toast to Africa real quick. I wanna shout out to everybody out there making music, Wiz Kids, Davey O, all you guys. You know what I mean? Run Town. There's a lot of artists I'm not mentioning, but what I'm gonna say this before we get off this subject. Yeah, you also are artists. I mean, we get into that another time. Now she got bars for real though. But listen, Jada has to understand that her legacy is being tested, and she's gonna be remembered as a 3 or 4. Nobody's gonna respect her. And for black people, we
Belongs to the streets.
have to change this narrative. We have to have 20 years strong, not 20 years and then a divorce worth $400-500 million. And they're not going to go nowhere because I truly think they're more friends and business partners than a relationship.
Exactly.
They're not no longer towards, hey, well, go fuck who you want. I'm going to fuck who I want. Let's keep it quiet. Media out of our relationship. Yeah, it's all business. I think their contract now is a business. They're no longer into a contract where he's looking at his wife as someone as like what's the guy from Broncos who just got released?
Oh, you're talking about Russell Wilson.
So like Russell Wilson look at Sierra.
He's with Sierra.
Will Smith don't look at her like Sierra. He doesn't. Hell no. No. Or like Jay-Z look at Beyonce. Hell no. And the problem is we have, as black people, we have to change narrative. Make sure you vet your woman. You got to vet a woman. You got to know that you got a queen who protects you, who's about family, not about material and the ambition. She cannot have more ambition than you. Jada has more ambition than Will Smith. And if you deal with a woman with more ambition than you, she will destroy you. Period. Stay away from Cleopatra. I'm telling you. Narcissist women are very dangerous, especially men.
How so, though?
What do you mean?
You're saying by her being more ambitious.
Listen.
How does that create
I'm worth
conflicts?
$300 million. What the fuck you need to do? What do you mean? I'm worth $300 million. What do you need to do? What do you need to do? I'm worth $300 million.
I mean,
you want a
she's
job?
Also an actress.
I don't care. Do you want a job? She's a good actress,
like,
but she ain't the best.
They're both bringing in the bag.
Listen,
so.
she's a good actress, but she ain't the best. Go give me her top 3 movies, except for when she was having sex in the 90s.
Monster Ball.
In the 90s where she did a sex
Tupac.
scene. Like, come on. Well, give me her best movie. She was in a Matrix. She wasn't even a star.
She was in that show with Mark Anthony.
Give me her best star
and that
movie.
Give
me a movie. Give me a movie
like
Jada did that made her $100 million.
$100
Give me a movie that she did with a ticket sale of $1 billion. She's a C-list, D-list
If you're
actress.
trying to compare to Will Smith, no,
No.
she's not in the
Listen,
same class.
if
obviously,
I'm gonna say this,
nobody would think that she's
Right.
she's a C, like you said.
if I'm worth $300 million like Will Smith, sit your fucking ass down and take care of my legacy. That's the problem with women don't understand.
So she can't go chase her own dreams?
Listen, guys, I'm talking to men. If you're dealing with a woman who has ambition like you in the relationship, it's going to end up like Jada. Because these women become greedy, they become insecure, they become jealous. It's just a fact. If I'm in a business and I'm in a commissional sale and I'm doing a commission sale, my job is to be number one. I'm going against men. It's probably 200 men in that room. I'm not being their friends. This is competitive. This is why relationships don't work. Because once money get involved and it's about careers, it's competitive. A wife and a husband shouldn't be competing. Jada's competing with Will, and she always had. She doesn't want to be in his shadow. She wants the fame too. She wants to be the Angelina Jolie.
She's an actress.
She wants to be the Angelina Jolie, but you're not Angelina Jolie. You're not Beyonce. I'm sorry, Jada. You're not. You're not.
Denied.
You the laughing joke of Hollywood. Nobody in Hollywood respect her. The only reason why they tolerate her and deal with her is because of Will Smith. And Will Smith is loved. We all love Will Smith. We do. Great actor, great man. I mean, to do what he did in the 90s was unbelievable, right? So when you get a woman who's destroying everything you work for, fuck no. Your daughter should never want to be Jada. Your son should never want to be Jada. Women must understand this is a destruction, a nuclear about to explode. Why would any woman want to follow a woman like this? And if women think like this is why you're going to be single, or if you're married, you're going to be lonely by 60, 70. Let's see how this story ends. Will Smith and Jada is still going.
They're going to stay together.
Oh, okay.
She's saying it's never going to end. It's not
Cool.
ending.
We'll see in another 5-10 years. I mean,
I agree.
listen, we'll see another 5-10 years. I don't have an issue with this. I just think Jada.
They're just going to be open or doing whatever they're
Jada,
doing
nobody
now,
should follow
fucking other
Jada.
people, but
Destruction is not the key to success.
Hey guys, what's good? It's your boy Cash Money Dream Podcast. Thank you for watching. Make sure you guys click over here to subscribe, and to watch more, click over here. And to keep this production going, because we're doing a lot of crazy work, make sure you guys on the bottom of the video do super thanks. We appreciate it. It's your boy Cash Money Dreams. We out of here.